I am calling to you from heaven, and I need you to hear this before these next few minutes end. Something serious is entering your life. Do not turn away from this moment, because it will not come again in the same way. I am speaking to you clearly, directly, so that you are not caught unprepared. What is coming is not sent to destroy you, but it will test your strength, your faith, and your trust in me in ways you did not expect. Listen closely. I see the path ahead of you more clearly than you see the ground beneath your feet. I know the shift that is about to take place. That is why I am speaking with urgency, not to frighten you, but to wake you. There are moments in a life when everything changes quickly, and you are standing at the edge of one now. If you ignore this call, you will walk into it blind. If you listen, you will walk through it with power and clarity. Slow your thoughts. Quiet your heart. Let everything else wait, because nothing else you were about to do carries the weight of what I am telling you now. The enemy would rather you stay distracted than prepared. He does not need to defeat you if he can simply keep you from paying attention. But I have interrupted your day on purpose. You were drawn to this moment by my will, not by chance. There is something precious in your life that I am protecting. This warning is part of that protection. I do not warn those I have abandoned. I warn those I am guarding, the way a father wakes the household before the storm reaches the door. So understand what this moment means. It means I am watching over what concerns you, and I have judged you ready to hear what is coming. The seriousness of what approaches is not about harm alone. It is about transformation, and transformation demands your full attention. There will be confusion around you. There will be voices pulling you in different directions, situations pressing on your patience, moments when the air itself seems to tighten. You may feel pressure building, as if something is closing in. But hear me. I'm already standing ahead of you. I'm making a way where you cannot yet see one. What feels overwhelming to you has already been measured by me, and I measured it against the strength I placed in you. I know you have been tired. I know there have been long stretches when nothing seemed to move, when you asked for change and heard only silence. This day is different. This is a turning point, and your awareness will decide your outcome. If you stay alert and grounded in me, you will not be shaken, even when everything around you trembles. Your steadiness does not come from you alone. It comes from my presence, and my presence does not leave. Things will try to pull at you in the days ahead. Some will seem urgent but carry no real weight. Others will whisper and matter greatly. You must learn the difference, and I will teach you. Stay close to me. Stay quiet in your spirit. I will guide you step by step through everything that is about to unfold. You are not being left to figure this out on your own. What is coming may uncover hidden things, truths that were kept from you, people and situations that were never what they appeared to be. Do not be afraid when the covering is pulled back. Truth is part of your protection, even when it stings. I am removing what does not belong in your life, and removal is rarely comfortable. But what leaves is making room for what I have prepared, and what I have prepared fits the purpose I wrote for you. You have been asking me for change. Now change is approaching, and it requires your trust. That is why my voice carries this weight today. You are not alone in this, and you are not powerless in it. I am with you in every step you're about to take. Stay steady, stay focused. Do not hand your thoughts over to fear, because fear is a thief that spends your strength on battles that never come. Very soon there will be a moment of decision. It may look small when it arrives. It will not be small. It will shape the direction of everything that follows. And that is why you must remain connected to me now, before it comes. When that moment stands in front of you, do not rush. Do not react out of panic. Respond with the peace I am building in you today. I will place the right thought in your mind at the right hour. I will set the right stirring in your heart. You will know. Understand this also. Not everything that feels urgent is meant to be acted on now, and not everything that seems delayed is meant to be forgotten. Discernment is the skill of this season, and discernment grows in nearness to me. I am sharpening your awareness so that when the hour comes, you see clearly while others squint in the dark. This is part of your growth. It is leading you into a stronger version of yourself than comfort could ever have produced. And do not forget this, even under the weight of my warning. What is entering your life carries opportunity inside it. It is not only a trial, it is a doorway. And behind that door is something you have been waiting on for a long time. Face it with fear, and you will struggle against it. Face it with trust, and you will rise on it, the way a bird rises on the very wind that beats against it. I am calling you to rise. I am not calling you to shrink back. So take a breath and receive this word as it is meant, not as a threat hanging over you, but as a lamp lit before your feet while the night is still dark. I do not wake my children for nothing. I wake them because the hour matters and because I intend for them to stand. Declare your Amen if you have faith. Now let me tell you how you will recognize what is coming. You will sense it in small moments. A sudden thought that arrives from nowhere. An unexpected feeling that rises without explanation. A quiet unease when everything on the surface looks normal. That is why I am preparing your heart now, so that you notice what others walk straight past and respond with wisdom instead of confusion. There will come a moment when something feels slightly off. Nothing you can point to, nothing you could explain to another person. But it will not sit right within you. Do not dismiss that feeling. That is my spirit, tapping on the wall of your heart, telling you to pay attention. You have spent years doubting yourself, talking yourself out of what you sensed. That season is over. I am teaching you to trust what I place inside you. That inner knowing is not anxiety. It is guidance, and it exists to keep your feet off ground that was never meant to hold you. Understand what this shift is really for. It is not here to break you. It is here to reveal where you truly stand. It will expose your habits, your reactions, the corners of your character that comfort has allowed to stay soft. You may feel challenged in ways that seem unfair, but I am allowing these moments because I am building someone who cannot be easily shaken. You are being refined, not rejected. Hold those two words apart in your mind, because the enemy will try to make them sound the same. There will be people involved in what is coming. Not all of them carry clean intentions. Some will speak kindly while planning otherwise. Some will confuse you. Some will disappoint you in ways you did not see coming. Do not let this harden you. I am opening your eyes so you can see who belongs in your life and who has only been standing near it. This is a time of separation. What is true will remain standing. What is false will fall away on its own, without you having to push it. When tension rises, you will feel the urge to react fast, to defend yourself, to fix everything in the same hour it breaks. Resist that urge. Not every situation deserves your response, and there are rooms where your silence will speak with more authority than anything you could say. I am teaching you to move with intention instead of impulse, so you do not start battles in a season that already carries enough weight of its own. There will be hours when you feel alone in this, as if no one on earth understands what is moving inside you. In those hours, remember who is nearest I see every detail that others cannot see. I hear what you never say out loud. The quiet around you is not abandonment. Lean into my presence in those moments, and you will find a strength that no person could have handed you. And hear this, because it matters. The same season that brings the testing also brings openings. Doors will unlock quietly. Paths will show themselves when you least expect them. Clarity will drop into the middle of confusion, like light through a torn curtain. These are not accidents. They are my hand moving in your favor while the pressure is still on. Stay awake so you do not miss an open door because you were staring at a closed one. Do not let fear write the story of what is coming. Fear exaggerates. Fear takes a shadow and calls it a giant. But I am telling you the truth. Nothing enters your life without first passing through my hands. What approach has already been weighed. Its reach has already been limited. Its ending has already been bent toward your good. Fear does not know any of this. I do. A moment will come when you must choose between what your eyes report and what my voice has spoken. Your eyes will report uncertainty, unstable ground, numbers that do not add up. My word over your life will say otherwise. That is the hour when faith stops being something you hold and becomes something you stand on. Choose my word. Plant your feet on it even while the ground argues. Your patience will be tested in this season more than usual. Answers will come slower than you want. Movement will hide itself from your eyes. This is not neglect. I am teaching you to wait with strength instead of desperation, because the person who panics in the pause will stumble in the breakthrough. While you wait, I am arranging. While you hold still, I am moving. The quiet is full of my work, even when you cannot hear a single sound of it. There will also come a day when something you leaned on proves unsteady. A plan, a situation, perhaps a person. It will shift under your weight, and you will feel the fright of it. Do not call it loss. Call it what it is: redirection. I am taking away props that could never support where you are going. What I have prepared for you needs a foundation that does not crack, and there is only one foundation like that. It is me. As all of this unfolds, watch what happens inside you. You will respond differently than you used to. You will think more clearly under pressure. A steadiness will surface in you that surprises even you. That is the fruit of listening. That is what happens to a person who stays present with me instead of running ahead of me. You are not who you were, and you are still becoming. Remember that you are protected through every hour of this. My protection does not always remove the difficulty. It removes the difficulty's power to destroy you. There is a difference, and one day you will thank me for it. You will come out of this stronger, wiser, and more awake than you have ever been. What feels heavy today will become the story you tell of how I carried you through something that could have ended very differently. Say, I believe, if this word is reaching your spirit. Now I want to speak to you about the stretching you feel. It is not random, and it is not cruelty. You are being pulled beyond your old limits, because your old limits cannot contain what I am about to place in your hands. I allow certain pressures to rise so that what is weak in you grows strong, and what is uncertain in you becomes settled. Do not read this process as punishment. A blade is not being punished when the stone sharpens it. There will be moments when everything around you feels unstable, as if the ground shifts without warning. Your instinct will be to grab whatever feels familiar, even things you already know are wrong for you. I am asking you to open that grip. I am your foundation, not the circumstances that keep rearranging themselves around you. What slips out of your hands in this season was never strong enough to carry you into the next one. You will begin to see patterns you never noticed before. The same kind of situation returning in new clothes. The same feeling rising at the same kind of moment. The same lesson circling back with a different face. This is not coincidence. I am lifting these things to the surface where you can finally see them. Because a cycle you can see is a cycle you can break. When you recognize the pattern, do not look away from it. Face it, name it, and bring it to me. Chains lose their strength the moment they lose their hiding place. Trust is the currency of this season. Not the kind of trust that waits for proof, but the kind that moves before the answer arrives. Everything I am about to do in your life will ask for that kind of trust, and I am going to give you a way to practice it that is real, not theoretical. My child, I'm asking you to place a portion of what you have, something of real weight, upon the altar of this work, as gold laid on the scales of this calling. Let it be a seed sown into deep water, an offering set on stone, not held back in fear. This is proof that your trust rests in my hand to provide, and that your heart no longer clings to lack. What you release in faith does not leave your life. It moves ahead of you, into the harvest I am preparing. Now listen to what comes next, because the testing will touch more than your circumstances. It will reach into your relationships. People who once felt close may drift toward the edges of your life. Others you never expected will step in carrying purpose you did not see in them before. Do not fight these changes. I am arranging the people around you to match the place I am taking you. Some connections were built for a season that is ending, and holding them past their time only slows your walking. There will be days when you feel misunderstood. Others will not see what you see. They will not feel the weight you feel or the pull you feel. This can taste like loneliness, but understand what it really is. You're moving into a different level of awareness, and new territory always feels empty at first. Not everyone is meant to interpret your journey. Not everyone is meant to walk every mile of it beside you. Stay true to what I am showing you, even when you are the only one in the room who can see it. Your desires are going to change in this season. Watch for it. Things that once pulled at you will lose their grip quietly, without a struggle. New hunger will rise in your heart for things you never used to think about. This is not confusion. This is alignment. I am tuning your heart to your actual purpose. And when a heart comes into tune, the old songs stop fitting. What you used to chase will stop satisfying you, because I am leading you toward something with roots. A choice is coming that will look simple on its surface. It will not be simple. Underneath it will sit consequences that stretch years ahead of you. You will be tempted to take the comfortable answer, the one that asks nothing of you. I am calling you to take the right one. It may not be the path others expect from you. It may cost you an explanation you cannot give. But when you choose what is right over what is easy, you step onto the road where your growth and your assignment are waiting. Your inner senses will grow sharper through all of this. You will read situations before they finish unfolding. You will understand things you were never told. Do not be unsettled by this, and do not wave it off as imagination. This is how I guide those who walk closely with me. Pay attention to those moments. They are not decoration. They are direction. And when the quiet stretch comes, when nothing seems to be happening anywhere on the surface, do not mistake my silence for my absence. Some of my greatest work is done in rooms you cannot enter yet. Foundations are laid underground where no one applauds. Roots deepen in the dark before the branch ever shows a bud. Stay faithful in the hidden season, because what is being assembled behind the veil is worth every day of the wait. You may feel an urgency stirring in you during this time, a sense that something must change, that you must move. That stirring is not panic, and it should not become panic. It is purpose knocking. Do not smother it, and do not spend it recklessly. Bring it to me first. I will show you which direction to aim it, and when. An arrow released at the right moment travels farther than 100 loosed in a hurry. Watch also for the fruit of this season showing up in you. You will handle sharp situations with a softer grip. You will answer foolishness with patience that surprises you. Peace will hold its seat in you, even when the room is loud. None of this is accidental. It is what happens when a person stays joined to me while the pressure works. You are growing stronger in the place where strength actually matters, which is the spirit, not the circumstances. There is something else rising in this season that you need to understand. Old things are going to surface in you, thoughts you believed were settled, memories you filed away years ago, feelings you thought you had outrun. When they appear, do not call it a step backward. It is not. It is a deeper level of healing asking for your attention. I am bringing these things into the light because light is where they lose their authority. What you face with honesty cannot rule you from the shadows anymore. Your mind will try to go back to its old ways of working. It will try to explain this new season using old maps. But you cannot navigate new territory with charts drawn in a country you have already left. I am renewing your thinking. I am teaching you to see past the familiar into what is actually true. Let your perspective be rebuilt, even when the rebuilding feels strange. A house being renovated always looks worse before it looks right. Some doors are closing around you right now. Hear me carefully on this. They are not closing because you failed. They are closing because they no longer lead anywhere you are meant to go. A closed door can feel like grief, even when you sense it is right. Grieve if you need to, but do not stand knocking. I do not take anything from my children without already holding its replacement. And what I hold for you is not a copy of what you lost. It is beyond it. There will be a stretch of this journey where I ask you to move without full understanding. You will want the whole map. You will get a lantern. You will want the explanation. You will get the next step. This is not me withholding from you out of coldness. It is me building in you the kind of trust that survives every weather. The person who only moves when everything is explained will stand still their whole life. You were not made for standing still. In this season, pay attention to what your strength does around different people and places. Notice what drains you and what steadies you. Notice which rooms you leave heavier and which you leave clearer. This awareness is not selfishness. It is stewardship. Your energy is being pointed at something that matters now, and you cannot pour into your purpose what you have already leaked into places that were never yours to fill. There will be a test of honesty coming, and it has two edges. The first edge is speaking truth to others when a comfortable lie would be easier. Stand in the truth even when your voice shakes. What you speak now is laying track for where your life travels next. The second edge is harder. It is being honest with yourself. There are things you have avoided looking at because looking at them costs something. In this season, they will step in front of you and wait. Do not walk around them again. On the other side of that honest look is a freedom you have never had. You will feel emotions moving with unusual strength in these days. They will rise fast, sometimes without a reason you can name. Do not panic and do not let them take the wheel. Emotions in this season are messengers, not masters. They are surfacing to show you what is happening underneath, not to decide your direction. When a strong feeling rises, pause. Bring it to me before you spend it. In that pause, you will find that clarity was standing there the whole time, waiting for the noise to pass. Something you have trusted may begin to show cracks. A plan you built, a direction you were sure of, an arrangement that once felt like stone. Do not hold it together with fear. If it cannot bear weight, better you learn that now than after you have built your future on top of it. I am letting you see the weakness early. That is not misfortune. That is mercy wearing work clothes. You will also be tempted to reach for fast relief, for the quick answer that makes the discomfort stop today. I am asking you not to. Sit inside the process, even when it presses. Some things I can only build in you while the discomfort holds the door open. The moment you understand this, waiting stops being torture and becomes construction. Not one honest day of it will be wasted. I do not waste my children's seasons. Around you, voices will multiply. Advice will come from every direction, some of it polished, some of it loud, some of it from people who love you but cannot see what I have shown you. You must learn to filter every voice through the peace in your spirit. When counsel is right, peace settles on it. When counsel is wrong, something in you stays restless no matter how reasonable the words sound. Follow the peace. It knows the way home. A weight of responsibility will settle on your shoulders in this season, heavier than before. Your choices are carrying more consequence now because your life is entering ground where more is at stake. Do not resent this weight, and do not fear it. It is the weight of mattering. I do not load a back I have not strengthened, and I have been strengthening yours for longer than you realize. And you will outgrow something soon. Something that once defined you. A way of thinking. A habit that shaped your days. A role you played so long it felt like your name. Letting it fall away will feel strange, like a hand reaching for something that is no longer there. Let it fall anyway. What defined you was never the deepest truth of you. I know who you are becoming, and I am clearing the stage for that person to step forward. Now let me show you what I am doing with the people around you, because this is where the season will press you hardest. Your awareness of others is sharpening. You will begin to sense intentions before words confirm them. You will feel the difference between a hand extended in kindness and a hand extended in calculation. Do not dismiss these quiet signals. They are part of my protection over you. I am teaching you to hear what is underneath the sentences. Some people in your life are about to reveal their true nature. For a few of them, this will bring you relief and gratitude. For others, it will bring disappointment that sits heavy in your chest. Let the truth do its work either way. It is better to see clearly and ache for a while than to live comfortably inside an illusion. I'm showing you what is real so that you can build with real materials. When the disappointment comes, guard your heart against bitterness. Bitterness is a debt collector that only visits your own house. The ones who proved false were not the foundation of your future, and their leaving has not moved a single stone of what I have prepared for you. Release them without a war. Bless them if you can manage it. Then face forward, because forward is where everything I promised you lives. There will be a moment when someone asks you, directly or quietly, to bend something that should not bend. A small compromise. Easy to justify, barely visible to anyone else. I am telling you now so you recognize it when it comes. Stand firm. Your integrity is worth more than anything that compromise could buy you. What you protect in secret becomes the strength you stand on in public. And what you trade away in small pieces is exactly what you will need whole on the day of your assignment. You will feel a pull toward a simpler life in this season, a desire to put things down, to clear the table, to step away from noise that once entertained you and obligations that once flattered you. Follow that pull It is not loss. It is pruning. And pruning is how a vine is prepared for heavier fruit. When you remove what is unnecessary, what is essential finally has room to breathe. Your time is becoming more valuable now because your purpose is getting closer. You cannot scatter yourself across everything and everyone the way you once did. This is not coldness. It is aim. A river that spreads across a whole plain becomes a marsh. A river held between banks turns mills and carries ships. I am giving you banks. Let me narrow you toward what matters. More than one opportunity may arrive at the same time, each one waving for your attention, each one wearing urgency like a costume. Do not let the pressure of choosing quickly force you into choosing badly. What is truly yours does not demand confusion as its price. Take the time to stand before me with each option. The right one will hold still while you examine it. The wrong one will keep hurrying you. Very soon you will find yourself standing between two paths. One is familiar. It feels safe because you already know its every turn, even the turns that lead nowhere. The other is uncertain, and it carries a quiet pull of truth that you cannot fully explain. You will be tempted to choose the smaller life because it asks less of you. I am calling you to the path that stretches you, because your purpose is not waiting on the familiar road. Do not let comfort become the reason you stay where you no longer belong. When you step onto that stretching path, resistance will come. Some who know you will question it. A few may push against it openly. You may feel the pressure to explain yourself until everyone approves. Release that need. Not everyone is required to understand where I am taking you. Your assignment was never put to a vote. What matters is that you keep true to what I am showing you, walking steadily while the opinions blow past like weather. There will be days on that path when you feel you are moving entirely alone. Hear this. Solitary is not the same as abandoned. Some roads are built for one walker and me. In that aloneness, your ear will tune itself to my voice with a precision that crowds never allow. Many who carried great purpose walked stretches of it misunderstood. You are in good company, even when the road looks empty. And watch how fear begins to lose its grip on you through all of this. Things that once stopped you at the threshold will find their hands weaker. You will step through doorways you used to circle, not because the fears vanished, but because you grew past their reach. I've been feeding your courage quietly, meal by meal, and in this season you will discover how much taller it stands. A quiet confidence is forming in you, and I want you to recognize it when you feel it. It does not shout. It does not need an audience or applause. It is a steady knowing, rooted in your connection to me. And it will hold your spine straight when others question you. Let it guide your decisions. Let it shape how you enter rooms. This is not pride. Pride leans on itself. This leans on me. Hold on to this as the people around you shift and settle. No one who leaves takes your future with them, and no one who arrives brings it. Your future travels with me. People are companions on the road, some for a mile, some for many, but the road itself was laid by my hand. Keep your eyes on the one who laid it. Declare I receive it, if your heart is open to what I am doing in you. Let me show you something about your past that will change how you carry your present. Certain delays that once frustrated you were guarding you. Doors that would not open for you were holding back what would have harmed you. Plans that collapsed were collapsing away from ground that could not hold a future. You called those things failure. From where I stand, they were rescue. Now that you are here, at this threshold, some of that hidden reasoning will finally come into view, and you will understand why the timing had to bend the way it did. So when this new season asks you to wait again, wait differently. Wait like someone who has seen the pattern. Every hour that seems slow is an hour where something is being set in place for you. You do not rush a harvest by shouting at the field. You keep tending and you trust the seasons to keep their appointment. They always have. I have never once been late to anything that concerned you, even when I refused to be early. More responsibility is settling on you now, and I want you to read it correctly. It is not burden being dumped on you. It is trust being extended to you. A master hands the heavier charge to the servant who proved faithful with the lighter one. If your shoulders feel more weight this year, it is because heaven has judged them ready. Carry it with a steady stride. You are not being given 1 ounce beyond what I have fitted you to bear. Watch your reactions in the coming days, because they will tell you who you are becoming. Situations that once lit a fire of frustration in you will land differently. You will feel calm arrive where panic used to live. You will hear yourself answer with patience and wonder where it came from. It came from every quiet hour you spent with me. I've been reshaping your responses from the inside, and now the results are reaching the surface. But there will be one situation that comes dressed in familiar clothing. It will look like something you have faced before, and your first instinct will be to handle it the old way. Do not. The old response belongs to the old person, and the old person is not the one standing here. This moment is designed to lift you past your former patterns, not to repeat them. When you feel the ancient reaction rising, pause. In that pause, a new road opens. Take it, and you will feel something break behind you that has followed you for years. Your sense of timing is changing too. You will feel led to act in certain moments and to hold still in others, without always knowing why. Follow that leading. It is not random. There is a rhythm I am setting under your life, the way a tide sets under a boat. And when you move with it, things fall into place with an ease that effort alone never produced. When you fight it, everything becomes heavy. Learn the rhythm. Trust the rhythm. An opportunity is approaching that will feel significant the moment you see it. It may arrive without warning, at an hour when you feel anything but ready. Hear me now so you remember it then. You are more ready than you feel. Readiness is not a feeling. It is the sum of everything you have walked through, everything you have learned, everything I have built into you while you thought nothing was happening. Step into it with confidence. I will be in it with you. Your strength will move in waves through this season. Some days you will feel clear and strong. Other days you will feel tired and unsure, and you will wonder if you have lost ground. You have not. Even the low days are doing their work. A field lies fallow and looks abandoned, yet the soil is renewing itself the whole time. Both kinds of days are mine. Both kinds of days are moving you forward. Release your grip on control. I know how tightly you have held the details, believing that if you managed every corner, nothing could go wrong. But your hands were never large enough for that job, and they were never meant to be. When you release what you cannot manage, you make room for me to move in ways your management never could. Trust me with the outcomes. You handle the obedience. I will handle the arranging. Even the places around you will begin to shift. Rooms that once felt comfortable may begin to feel too small, like a coat you have outgrown. New places will pull at your attention for reasons you cannot fully name. Pay attention to that pull. Geography can be part of alignment. I moved Abraham before I blessed him. Sometimes the promise waits at an address the comfortable never visit. And through all of it, your discernment will keep deepening. You will know things without being told, You will sense the right and the wrong of a matter before anyone finishes explaining it. Do not doubt these knowings, and do not demand that they justify themselves in words. This is the language I speak with those who stay near me. The more you honor it, the clearer it becomes. The more you dismiss it, the quieter it grows. Honor it. There will be an hour when everything in front of you is uncertain, and everything I promised feels far. In that hour, do not reach for what you can see. Reach for what I said. Sight reports the moment. My word reports the ending. And I am telling you now, before any of it unfolds, so that when it unfolds, you will remember. I told you, and I was already there. You are not walking toward this season unarmed. You are walking toward it accompanied, instructed, and loved. Keep your ear tuned to me, and your steps will not wander, even where the path has no markings. My child, we have walked a long road together already, and I have no intention of letting go of your hand now. Now hear the final portion of this word, because it concerns the hour when everything I have described begins to take visible shape. You are entering the phase where what was hidden will not stay hidden. The seriousness I spoke of at the beginning is going to step out of the shadows and stand where you can see it plainly. You will not be able to pretend that everything is the same, and you should not try. This is the moment where awareness must become action, where everything you have received in these minutes gets its test in daylight. Something will become undeniable. It may arrive through a situation, a conversation, or a sudden understanding that settles over you like morning light over a field. When it comes, do not turn from it. Do not argue with it. This truth is not coming to wound you. It is coming to point you, and a person who refuses the pointing wanders twice as long. Let what becomes clear stay clear. Fear will try to talk you back into fog. Refuse it. A situation will ask you to stand firm, while everything in you leans toward retreat. The decision in front of you will feel heavy, and stepping back will look so reasonable. Stand anyway, not in stubbornness, but in trust. What you face in that hour is not greater than what I have placed within you. And I would not have led you to that ground if the ground could not hold you. Remember who walked you here. The same one stands beside you there. Your thoughts may scatter under the pressure, pulling in 6 directions at once, each one demanding to be followed. This is not evidence that you are failing. It is simply the noise that always gathers at a threshold. Quiet your mind. Come down beneath the noise to the still place where my voice lives. Chaos speaks in crowds. I speak in stillness. The direction you need will be waiting there, as it always has been. When the pressure feels like it is arriving all at once, remember that you were never asked to carry all of it at once. Take the peace that belongs to today. Leave tomorrow's peace where it lies. I divide burdens into days for a reason, and the person who gathers up a whole month of weight in one morning collapses under arithmetic I never assigned. One step, then the next. I am in each of them. An urgency will rise in you near the end of this stretch, and it will be clean urgency, not panic. It will feel like something in you waking, reminding you that your hours matter and your strength has a purpose. Follow it. Move with intention. What you do in this window will shape the years that lean against it. But move as one who is led, not as one who is chased. There is a difference, and your peace will always tell you which one you are. You will be asked, one final time in this season, to be honest with yourself at a depth you have avoided. Whatever you have kept in the drawer, whatever you have promised yourself you would look at later, will ask for its hour. Give it the hour. Truth only frightens you from a distance. Up close, it turns out to be the door. and on the other side of that door is a lightness you have not felt in years. Then, after the pressing, comes the settling. Hear this promise and keep it near. The intensity will not last forever. There will be a moment when the noise thins, the dust comes down, and clarity takes its seat where confusion sat. In that stillness you will see the whole design, how each strange turn fed the road, how each closed door aimed you, how each hard week built what the easy weeks never could. Understanding will arrive like rain after long heat, and with it peace. You will look back at the person who first heard this warning and realize you are no longer that person. Your thoughts run in newer channels. Your responses carry more weight and less noise. Your faith has moved from your vocabulary into your spine. This is what I intended from the first word of this message, not merely to warn you, but to change what the warning found. So gather what you have heard and hold it with both hands. Something serious is entering your life, and now you know its purpose. It comes to test, and the testing will prove you. It comes to expose, and the exposing will free you. It comes to remove, and the removing will make room. Nothing about it is outside my sight, and nothing about it is beyond my reach. You have been told before it arrived, which means you will recognize it when it comes, and recognition is half the victory. Walk into these days with your head lifted. Keep your spirit quiet and your ears open. Refuse the counterfeit urgencies and honor the true ones. Guard your integrity in the small hours when no one is recording. Choose the stretching road over the shrinking one. Release what cracks and build only on what holds. And when the decisive moment stands before you, breathe. Remember this word, and take the step I show you. I am not sending you into this season. I am walking you through it. There is a difference between a message shouted from a distance and a hand held along the way, and you have both today. The shout that woke you, and the hand that stays. Others will wonder how you kept your footing when the season shook. You will know. You were told. You listened. And the one who told you kept every syllable of his word. My beloved, receive this final blessing over everything that is coming. May your eyes stay clear when others are clouded. May your heart stay soft without becoming weak, and firm without becoming hard. May every false thing fall away from you gently, and every true thing root itself deep. May you enter the testing hole and leave it stronger, and may the purpose I wrote for you find you standing exactly where I need you, at exactly the hour I need you there. The path from this moment forward is not empty. It is prepared, and it is watched, and it ends in something worth every step it costs you. What comes next for you is not small, and heaven is not distant from it. Rise each morning of the season, and remember, you were warned in love, armed in advance, and accompanied the entire way. Nothing that comes can take from you what I have placed in you. Nothing that leaves can carry away what I have promised you. Stand in that, and you will not be moved. Say, yes, Father, I am ready if you will walk this season with me.